Tehillim, Shira Malo Yisrael Adonai Batzorosi Likorosi Ve'yaneni Adonai Atzilu Nafshi Mitzvah Shekem Loshon Remiya Ma'it Elocho Me Yosef Lochlo Shon Remiya Chitze Giboy Shinunim Gachal Eresomim Oyo Lekigati Meshor Shchanti Imo Lekedor Rabas Shoch Lono Nafshi Misani Sholem Ani Sholem V'chiyada Behemo LaMilchama. Little tzedakah for the safety and security of all of Klal Yisrael, Am Yisrael, B'chol Mokim Shehem, wherever they are. Friday I like to share a story. So let us take a trip to Australia. As they say in Australia, we might be down and under, but we're not out. So here is the story of somebody who was down and under, but certainly wasn't out. And I'll read it to you in the words that two Bachim, one by the name of Yaakov Chaitan, the other one of Zevi Schusterman, they went to Darwin, the capital of Australia's Northern Territory. Sounds like pretty far away. And they went there to conduct public seders for the 50 Jews that they knew live in this place. And this is what they relate. It was 4 days before Pesach, on the 11th day of Nisan, in fact the Rebbe's birthday. They met Joseph, a lonely elderly man living in his dilapidated government-run housing complex. Before exchanging any words, he strangely poked and prodded our arms. "I can't believe it," he kept on muttering, repeating those words again and again, prodding them, touching them. "I can't believe it." Finally, after a few moments, he calmed down and invited us inside. We sat down at the table and Joseph began telling his story. "I'm a survivor of Auschwitz after the war and all the suffering and tragedies that I've experienced. Trying to run away from everything, I moved to Perth, the other side of the world. I married a non-Jewish woman with whom I had a son. After my business failed and I was divorced, there was nothing left for me in Perth. I moved to Darwin to be near my son. He was there stationed on an army base, and found shelter with my few belongings in this government commune. I slowly lost all contact with the outside world. I have no internet, no email, not even a phone. But I know from when I was a little boy that around April there was a Jewish holiday. I didn't remember much about the holiday, not even the name of it. But I knew that for a period of time, bread was forbidden to eat, and that we ate flat crackers. Yesterday, my meager memories of the holiday and the Jewish identity left me feeling especially lonely and depressed. I couldn't fall asleep. But when I finally fell asleep, I had this dream that the rabbi was telling me that two rabbis will bring me flat crackers for the holiday. And that's why when you two arrived at my door, I thought I was hallucinating. So I poked and prodded you to see if you were real. It took me a moment to actually realize, yes, you are real. We were overwhelmed and moved by Joseph's tale. We spent several hours speaking and listening to a man all but forgotten by society. Tears of joy streamed down Joseph's face as we helped him to put on tefillin and say Shema. Before taking our leave, we gave him all the Jewish reading material we had, including the booklet, The Rebbe, An Appreciation, which contains several articles and pictures about the Rebbe. A year later, Yaakov Chaitan returned to Darwin, and he says, "I was looking forward to meeting all the Jews whom I have encountered the previous year, but specifically Joseph. Joseph had moved. And this was thanks to the Jewish community, the Jewish people of Darwin. When they heard the sad story about Joseph, they helped him and improved his lot. As I entered the old man's apartment, we embraced and we sat down to talk. Joseph spoke about the phenomenal help he's getting from the community, and I noticed that the walls were covered with the pictures of the Rebbe, cut out from the brochure, the Rebbe, an appreciation. I casually remarked upon the pictures on the wall, assuming that Joseph had simply found them to be nice pictures with which to decorate his apartment. But Joseph turned to me and said, "Don't you remember? That was the man that I saw in the dream who was telling me that you are coming." Rabbi Zushe, we want to see the Rebbe here, not just in a dream.